Hey everybody, it's Max Farrell from DexFXMarkets.com. In this segment, we're going to be talking about the arrows and the correlation between Nadex's 1 and 2 hour or 2 hour trading process. Now, we're using a 1 hour trading expiry, which means that if the 8 o'clock signal here, or the arrow, or even the 9 o'clock, or even the 10 o'clock show up, what we're looking for is the statements that are over on Nadex. Now, the statements that are over on Nadex are in 2 hour blocks. Let me show you. In this particular demo account, and all particular demo accounts, we're looking for 4x binaries. Now, under the 4x binaries, if you just choose one, we're going to choose the AUD USD here. And you're going to see a small breakdown here, and you're going to see 10 a.m. to 12 a.m. or whatever time it is. If it's 9 o'clock in the morning, you'll see a 9 to an 11. They come out every single hour, but for 2 hour blocks. So at 10 o'clock, one comes out at 10 for a 10 to 12 expiry. At 11 o'clock, another one will come out for an 11 to 1 expiry. Now, being that it's only about 5 minutes to 11 now, there's still one here from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. That's a 2 hour block. So if I get a signal at 10 o'clock for an 11 a.m. expiry, which one would I use? I would simply use the 9 to an 11 statement. So I would click in and I would choose my proper statement price. Now I'll tell you what statement prices to choose and how to choose those in the next videos. But for now, that's what you need to know. What we refer to these are intraday expiries. You'll also see daily expiries here, and we don't really use these anymore, and even weekly expires, which we've never used. We're only going to be using these intraday expiries on this process. Now, just to let you know, there's 10 pairs, 11 pairs here. 5 of the pairs, what I refer to as master pairs, AUD USD, Euro JPY, Euro USD, and the USD JPY, fire all day long, except between 5 and 6 p.m. That's when Nadex closes down for an hour and that's Eastern time, in order to do all kinds of adjustments or what have you, okay? But they fire 24/7. Now, in the description, I'm going to have a link to an image that'll show you the basic times that all the systems fire off. Now, the other 6, the AUD JPY and a handful of the other ones, all fire off between 8 and 12 or 8 and 3 p.m. Eastern, but then they turn off on the intradays. The dailies will still stay the same. That's a different system. But the 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. And the intraday signals in here, or intraday statements, will not appear later on after 3 p.m. Eastern time. So we don't trade for those ones because there's not a statement available. Okay, so I want you to keep in mind that it's a very strong system that at the top of every hour, you got 5 pairs that you can go just about any time of day, and then you have a total of 11 pairs that you can go for about half of the day. So that's a pretty strong availability for you to be able to find something. I hope this sets a little bit of confusion straight on which pairs to utilize and which ones will have what we refer to as intraday statements and expiries, and which ones were the daily expiries and all that stuff, but and which one to take. So just as a small recap, if you have a 10 o'clock expiry, then you wouldn't be using a 9 to 11, or if you have an 11 o'clock expiry, you wouldn't be using a 10 to 12 system. You'd be using a 9 a.m. to an 11 a.m. It's all about the expiry. Okay? I'm Max. This is Dex. We'll see you next time. And as always, trade well.